Today we've got another episode of Bike Builds. Now we're looking at a CRF150R model. Now this bike has definitely seen some better days, but we're actually going to hook up one of our employees here, Mandy, who's purchased this bike a couple of months ago to chase her son around the paddock and get him into riding. So we're going to go around and give this bike a new bike feel and see what we can do. But as you can see, it's very rough and it definitely needs some work. So Mandy's been working at MXstore for a number of years now and is constantly rolling up her sleeves and helping us out. She's an all-round good human, and that's why we wanted to give back to her by giving her bike a new lease on life. All right, so the plan of attack for today is to get this bike completely torn down. Until we get this bike completely torn down to the frame, we won't know exactly what parts we need. So we'll get cracking and we'll take you along the journey. We're at the point now where we've got stuck into this bike. We've started off with a static stand. We really should have used a scissor lift stand. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna transfer the bike onto a scissor lift stand. That way we can bring it up to an easier working height to save the saw back. Alright, we've just taken the handlebars off now. When we're turning this front section of the triple clamps here, you can actually feel the bearings inside that are very notchy and probably very rusty and dry by the time you take this apart. So we'll take it apart and we'll show you what's inside. Oh yeah. So it's exactly what we were thinking. As you can see, a lot of dirt and water and grime and stuff has gotten in here, probably from someone pressure washing the bike over many years. So this tapered roller bearing here is definitely shot and we're going to need to replace that. So luckily we've got replacements in stock. So we've got to clean the frame up, we've got to prime it, we've got to paint, we've also got to clean up the engine, give it an oil change, do valve clearances, put a few bling bits on it, dress it up, make it look nice and tidy. We've also got to clean up all the general parts that we're not replacing. So this is a little bit time consuming, but it makes the bike look a hell of a lot different and brings it back to life. So we'll get cracking and we'll show you what we can do. All right, so we've just got done spray painting the first coat of paint on that frame. While that's drying, we're gonna get into assembling these wheels. Now we are lucky enough to have a brand new set of XL rims. Now the old wheels were fairly shot. They had pretty bad buckles. The spokes were completely seized. The hubs needed new bearings. So it was a lot cheaper and more efficient to replace the wheel set. We've also got Maxxis tubes, Maxxis ST tires, some brand new Motion Pro rim locks, rim tapes, sprocket bolts, disc bolts, a whole lot. So we're going all brand new. So this bike's gonna be absolutely schmick. Like no pinch tube, great success. Woo. All right, so prior to pulling this bike down, we actually started Mandy's bike up. It did run a little bit rough, so we're gonna go ahead and rebuild the carburetor here. So we've got an all balls carby rebuild kit, which comes with everything you need, all the new main jets, pilot jets, etc., all new gaskets. So we'll throw it in today, give it a nice clean up, and the bike should be running schmick after this. Now, we've got Mandy's seat here. We've got a strike seat replacement seat foam and a Ballard seat cover. We're going to freshen up this seat today purely for the fact that this seat is actually deteriorating. The foam itself is starting to fall to pieces being a 12-year-old bike. So a bit of maintenance to make this saddle much nicer for Mandy to sit on. We're about to install some new Precision Moto swing arm bearings. This will make sure the swing arm's acting in the way it should. We removed those old rusty ones, so we'll put these ones in now. All right, we got all the new parts cleaned and laid out, ready to go, ready for reassembly. So we can't wait to build this one. So first things first, let's get this onto a rolling chassis and get this exhaust fixed. Aluminium fabrication. We're getting this exhaust fixed up. This silencer has a nasty hole in the back, so we got Dan here. He's going to show us what he does and get this all fixed up for us. So all sorted. That was a quick, easy process of getting the original muffler remounted to that aftermarket exhaust bracket. So now we're all good to go and we don't have a leaky exhaust. Alright, awesome. So as you can see, this 150 is looking really rad now. We've got the new bolt kit, we've got the Ballard's bling kit, we've got RHK gear lever, RHK case saver as well. We've got all new sliders and chain guides and stuff like that. So this bike's gonna feel brand new for Mandy. So that was the whole goal of this whole situation, was to make sure she had a nice, reliable bike, which is as new as it could be. All right, here you have it. We've completely finished the CRF150 for Mandy. We're absolutely stoked with how it turned out. Now, we did spend a few more hours than we anticipated on this bike. We had a few issues here and there. So it's great to get this one done and completely finished and up to the standard we like it here. So turned out to be a little bit of a wrecker's build instead of a bike build, but that's okay. We can't wait to show Mandy on Thursday. So we're gonna get her out. She's gonna ride with her son. So we can't wait for her reaction and to see if she can keep up with a little boy. All right, it's D-Day here out at QMP. We've got Mandy's CRF150 in the back of the trailer. Mandy still hasn't seen the bike, so we're super excited to hand it over. Now, this is a really feel-good build that we've done here for Mandy because she's a super important part of our event stuff. So we're gonna hand the bike over and see what she thinks.
Are you kidding me? Look how different it looks. It all looks brand new.
I mean, we've gone to the front and the back of this bike, so it's been completely overhauled. All right, Mandy, so it's time to gear up, get in the new gear, and we'll get on this bike and see how it goes.
Bike's going sick, definitely an improvement from last time. My brakes, my clutch, those old levers were so floppy. Now I've got control. I can't wait to get out and ride more.
Absolutely stoked to see Mandy and Asher ride around today. I mean, this 150 starts well, it runs well, and Mandy's absolutely stoked, so we couldn't be happier.